Hey there, today I'm going to be showing you how to turn boring old chicken into chicken that you will not stop eating. I'm going to be showing you 6 of my family's all-time favorite chicken marinades. These chicken marinades are absolutely out of this world good, so I hope you enjoy it and let's go get started. We're getting started off today by making this beautiful lemon herb chicken. So the first thing that I like to do when I am making my chicken marinades is label a Ziploc bag like this. If you don't want to use a Ziploc bag, you could always use a glass bowl to marinate your chicken in, or a reusable bag, whatever you prefer. But now that I'm through labeling our bag, one thing that I totally recommend you getting, if you don't already have them already, are these baggie racks. They hold your bags into place, so it makes marinating chicken so easy. You will see throughout this video, but I'll leave them linked in my Amazon store for you. To make it extra easy on ourselves, we're just dumping the ingredients directly into our bag. So 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, a tablespoon of minced garlic, a teaspoon of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of dried thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and 2 teaspoons of salt. I know, it's quite a bit of different seasonings, but this chicken is out of this world good. You gotta trust me. For all of the marinades in today's video, we're going to be using between 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of chicken breast. So you could use between 2 to 3 medium to large sized chicken breasts. After I added our chicken to our bag, I'm going to zip it up and coat it super duper well in the marinade. And then you could let this sit in your refrigerator for at least 2 hours and then at maximum of 24 hours to marinate. And wait till the end of the video, I am going to show you my very favorite ways of cooking this chicken up. So the next recipe we are making is this fajita chicken marinade. So to get it started, of course, I labeled my bag and I placed the bag in my baggie clips. Here's my little helper, Macy. She is always helping me cook these days. So the ingredients that we're tossing in for this fajita marinade are first being 4 tablespoons of olive oil, next a tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 lime juiced, so that's about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and I 100% recommend you using fresh lime juice. I think the taste is quite a bit better, but of course that's just my opinion. Next I'm adding in 1/4 cup of water for the seasonings, a tablespoon of paprika, 1/2 tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of brown sugar. The brown sugar adds amazing bold flavor. It is just really good. I love adding brown sugar to these type of recipes. Then 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, cayenne, regular pepper, and salt. After I added my chicken into the bag, I zipped it up, then placed it in my refrigerator. Of course, this makes amazing chicken fajitas. If you wanted to, you could even marinate your peppers and onions in this bag as well. Or if you wanted to make steak fajitas as a substitute to the chicken fajitas, you certainly can. I've done that and it's really good. Now we're making a personal favorite for me, this teriyaki chicken. So you do need ginger for this recipe. One thing that I love doing is buying this little bottle of ginger. I find it at the refrigerated section of my Walmart, and it makes using ginger in recipes so easy because all you have to do is squeeze it out. I typically do the same with my garlic because I don't really have time to peel garlic or ginger in the kitchen. But the first ingredient you will need for this teriyaki chicken marinade is a 1/4 cup of water. Next, 3/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce, or you could use coconut aminos, whatever you prefer. 2 green onions that I sliced into smaller chunks just like this. After our green onions, I'm adding in our tablespoon of minced garlic and ginger, and then 1/3 cup of brown sugar, and that's all of the ingredients that you'll need for this teriyaki chicken. It's very simple ingredients, but it really does have amazing flavor, and it is one of my favorite teriyaki chickens. So now I'm adding in our chicken breasts. I do want to let you know, if you wanted to marinate veggies in this marinade, you certainly can as well. It makes really good stir-fry veggies, this recipe. But I'm going to put this in my refrigerator to marinate now. Now we're making a super duper fun one, this Greek yogurt chicken. So for this recipe, you will need lemon juice. Like I said previously, you could use a little bottle of lemon juice like this, but I do recommend you using the fresh lemon juice because you will notice a taste difference for sure. But now I'm just chopping up our cilantro. You will need 1/4 cup of cilantro for this recipe. And we are going to be adding all of our ingredients into this little glass bowl because we will need to stir everything together. So I first added in our 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro, next 2/3 cup of whole milk Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of minced garlic and ginger, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, of course the lemon juice, just 1 lemon. It's pretty much the equivalent to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice though. And then for the seasonings, a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of ground coriander, teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then if you like cayenne pepper, if you like things super spicy, add in as much cayenne as you want. I just added in a little dash of that though. And then a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Whisk this to combine. Now that we have our bag prepared on our baggie rack, I'm going to add that marinade mixture that we just made up right into that bag, and then you are going to add in your chicken breasts after that. This recipe is also wonderful with chicken thighs. If you want to do it with chicken thighs, then this is going to go in our refrigerator to marinate, and then we're going to cook it up. Now we're making a great Italian marinade for this chicken. So to get it started in this bowl, I added in about 1/2 cup of olive oil. Next, you're going to be adding in 1/4 cup of this red wine vinegar. This is what gives this chicken really great bold flavor. And then 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, the juice from 1 lemon, or again, about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. After the lemon juice, we are going to be tossing in our seasonings. So a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of dried oregano, teaspoon of dried basil, and then 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Whisk this all together. This chicken is going right into our Ziploc bag. Then we're going to be pouring our Italian marinade over the top. I do want to let you know every single marinade that we're making today is perfect. If you want to meal prep it, they're great meal prepping meals. Also, you can make all of these into freezer meals as well just by sticking them into the freezer after you pour the marinades in. So I wanted to let you know that. Now we're getting started on this rich, bold marinade. This is what I like to call it. So into our bag, I added in 1/2 cup of olive oil. Next, you're going to be adding in 1/2 cup of balsamic vinegar. I love balsamic vinegar, especially for recipes that I grill on the barbecue grill. Next, I added in 1/4 cup of low sodium soy sauce, followed by 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then you're going to be adding in 1/3 cup of brown sugar for the seasonings, 2 teaspoons of dried rosemary, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Toss your chicken in at this point. After placing our chicken into the bag, this rich bold marinade is ready to be placed in the fridge. Now I'm going to show you my 2 favorite methods on cooking this chicken. So the first method being baked chicken. So all you have to do for this baked chicken is place your chicken into a baking dish. I don't recommend using a sheet pan just because the juices will kind of run all over the sheet pan. Just use a smaller baking dish just like this. This is going to go into a preheated oven to 425 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until your chicken at least reaches 165 degrees internally. Here's our chicken out of the oven. It is so flavorful. It's perfect over salads. You can make it with any side dishes you want or with pasta. Look at how juicy and perfect this chicken is after I sliced it up. Now I'm going to be showing you my second favorite method on cooking this chicken. So we like to do it either outside on our barbecue grill or my grill pan over the stove, or you could do it over a regular pan over the stove, whatever you prefer. But I just add a little bit of oil on my pan, place the chicken on it, and I cook it on each side for about 5 to 7 minutes or until it reaches 165 degrees internally. Once the chicken's cooked through, it is ready to be sliced up. That grilled chicken is just so beautiful, and you just wait and see how juicy it really is. I'm sure you will love all of these chicken marinades as much as me and my family does. I promise they're out of this world good. I have plenty more videos similar to this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed down below the video so you don't miss any more in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.